I don't even know where to start from like this.
We are
uh,
here to
okay.
listen.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. It's nice to be here with. It's nice to share this space here with everyone, and I'm hoping that everybody's expectation is met. Even if I was hearing some people, make mention of when is it the right time, or when is it time to end the money and all of that. I hope that this session just gives you the answer to your question and meets your expectation in general. So I would have shared my turn on my video, but it's quite dark here, so just manage with the voice. And my picture is here, so you can at least, if you see me anywhere, you should know that, oh, this is Rosemary. So yeah, I'll be sharing my screen now. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's just dive right into the discussion for today. Everyone can still hear me, right?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay, perfect. So yeah, my name is Adekunle Rosemary, and I am a product manager. So, what are we here to talk about? Like the essence of this whole 1 hour that we have together. What exactly do we want to discuss? It's very easy or very simple, right? We want to know what is next, right? So after your product management training, what should you do next, or what are the next steps, right, to take that is going to help you grow. And these are steps that has helped me to, and is still helping me grow in this line of product management. So aside the bio or the introduction, blessing has said, and all of that about me. So this is just my um product management bio, let me put it that way. Well, it's not so detailed, but over like 2020 2022, when I transitioned to this moment. So this is what we have. So yeah, in January 2020, I got to know about product management. That was when I heard PM for the first time, and I was just very nonchalant about it. Like, I beg, I'm not interested. I was still, trying to pursue the whole. Let me see if I can be the next Azizat Oshola, or let me see if I can, just make my way through to Europe and play for Liverpool or something. So I was not even ready for anything tech career and all of that, but I knew about it, right? So that was Rosemary from January 2020 to March 2022, right? So 2 years of me, I just know PM, but I was not ready for that part at all. Then I trained in April. I trained April 2022 for 3 months. That's April, May, and June, right? June 2022. Then I worked as a product support for half a year, or let's just say the remaining months of that 2022. That was from July, right after my training, to December 2022. Then I can say that I officially became a product manager, right, December 2023 till date. So why did I put this map, or why did I put this illustration here? Just to show that I have like 2022 to April 2022, right? To this moment. So you should not, this is just to show that you should not limit yourself, right, to the growth at which you can attain, regardless of the time or whatsoever. So this all, being a PM and all of that is not officially 2 years, right? So it's going to be 2 years in like April, but I have grown like, people would think that this person has been a product manager for like 3 years or for like 4 years, right? But it's just not up to 2 years yet.
Too
and
much experience.
it's not easy. It's not like I just sit down with my laptop and then the experiences are
Just
coming
trying
to
to
me.
be conservative. It's
Eh,
okay.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I get you. I get you. So yeah, again, this is just to show you that you can grow very well, right? In 1 year, in less than 2 years, if you do the right thing. And that is why we are having this session today. And I have noticed, right, over time, right, from people that I've spoken to after their training, they always find it hard to come out of the shell of I'm done with training, right? They still feel like after the training, maybe the school or the program or something, whichever one that they went through, right, should still like keep giving them backing and backing and backing. No, it's not going to work that way. You can just have that training, that's your school now, right? You can just have their backing for maybe 3 months after your training, and you just have to own it with your chest. Okay, yes, I have to then take bold steps now. And yeah, I'll be sharing those steps with you. And if you put it into practice, you should also grow. So let's get into it. How to grow your career after a product management training. So I have listed about I think 10. Yeah, I have like 10 steps that can help you significantly. So let's just work together. You know, Liverpool said never walk alone. So walk with me through the next let's say 40 minutes thereabout. Now we're going to be looking at all of these points one after the other, but I'll just list them out now. One, you want to apply your training in real world scenarios. Two, you want to set clear career goals. Three, you want to continuously learn, practice, and stay updated, right? Four, you want to seek feedback and mentorship. Then five, you want to build a strong network or brand yourself, whichever way you see it. Then six, you want to seek tasks and opportunities. Now, on the same list, we have develop a leadership skill. You want to make sure that you develop leadership skill. You want to stay flexible and ready to adapt to change. Then next, you want to have public building, and those are the 9 tips, right? Or 9 steps rather. Then I have like extra tips that can just help you. So I always like to put what they call it now, um after ice cream, I like to put like extra toppings. Yeah, that's what it's called, extra toppings on everything we're going to be discussing today. So yeah, one after the other, let's just look at it together. So the first one, right, applying your training to the real world. So we have transferable skills, right? Or apply your transferable skills, right? Either within your current role or through side projects that allows you practice and refine your product management skill, right? So in most cases, right, we have people that they transition from something to product management, right? So you need to make sure that whatever you left to come to product management, you don't just dispose it after your training, because it can come in handy for you, right? So if you are someone that you've been in the health sector or health space for quite a number of time, and you are trying to transition into product management, that skill or that experience that you have been an health personnel, right, you can bring that into your product management career. Now let's forget about the people that are already you get in a current role. Now let's say you're an entrepreneur, for example, right? You can bring that entrepreneurship skill, right? Let's say you own a business, right, a small business, and you transition into product management, right? Whatsoever you've learned as a product manager, you can begin to practice that into your business, just to get the feel of I'm still in line of what I trained or what I was taught, right? Say you own a perfume store, for example, Instagram perfume store, and you just transitioned into product management. Now you are done with your training, right? Some of the key points if not all now, some of the key pointers that you were taught during your training. Say for example, marketing strategy, for example, you can put that marketing strategy that you were taught in product management into your business as a Instagram perfume vendor or whatsoever. Now, in product management, they always say that products can be anything, right? It doesn't have to be WhatsApp, it doesn't have to be digital product, right? It doesn't even have to be a hardware product. You can transfer your product management skill into anything that you're doing. So that's like number one that you want to make sure that you have handy, right? Ensure that you can apply your transferable skills into product management, or apply your product management skill in whatever you were doing before you transition into the product management space. Now, next, you want to set clear career goals. Under that, you see that I made sure that this is in uppercase. Define clear and realistic goals. So you want to avoid, getting overwhelmed, because this is one thing that I personally went through in this, process of growing and all of that. Trying to do a lot of things at the same time is not going to help you. You feel like none is working for you. It's even going to feel that way, right? That none of these things are working for you. But if you are able to define clear and realistic, emphasis on those two, clear and realistic goals. And how can you set clear and realistic goals? By considering specific rules. So under product management, we have like you can be any type of PM, right? Depends on what you want to specialize on. There's the product marketing manager, there's the growth PM, there's technical, and many more, right? So you want to be sure of, okay, which of these will actually um would actually suit my person, or my what's the word now, would suit me better, right? Consider specific roles. That's one. Two, consider specific industries. Now, this is kind of relating to the example I made earlier, right? For someone that is coming from the health sector, right, and you have quite a number of experience in that particular sector, and now you're a product manager. If it's still a sector that you want to remain in, right, you can consider health tech. Now, introducing tech into the health sector. If it's transport, right, you're coming from maybe a logistic company or whatsoever, you can consider transport tech. If it's food as well, you can consider food tech. And there's even education, right? There's the education aspect of tech that can also be considered. Now, you also want to look at the type of products you are interested in working on. So, say for example, you are interested in the fintech, right? There are rules and regulations that govern the fintech industry, right? There are policies that govern the fintech industry. All of those things you need to do research on them, right? Understand the industry that you want to specialize in. And this is going to help you when you are trying to get a job, or when you are, reaching out to companies, showing your interest and all of that, which we are going to, towards the ending, talk about. Say, for example, right, in the fintech space, and that's like your interest, right? You need to know what are the policies that govern this particular industry. So when you are getting interviews and all of that, you don't talk out of context, right? Next, you need to continuously learn. This is three in one actually. Continuously learn, practice, and stay updated. So after your certificate, right, it's not expected of you to just sit back and wait for the job opportunities to come to you, or let me just say, wait for the opportunities, yes, to come to you. You also need to work. You will not just have your certificate and maybe save it somewhere on your phone and just sit and be hoping that, okay, one day someone will just text you and say, oh, I'm looking for a product manager. You need to work. You need, like, I cannot even over emphasize on that, right? So product management is an evolving field, right? um you need to take advantage of conferences, sessions like this, webinars, community engagement. So our Enova Lab community, right, is an engaged is an engaging community, right? So there's no how you have a question, or you need insight or something or whatsoever, right? And you drop it on the community, and what's the word? You get snubbed. That's not possible, right? You need to take advantage of community engagement. It might not even come for you from you rather. The discussion might not come from you, but you can learn from other people's discussion. So also conferences, for example. I remember, I think it was maybe late November last year or early December, right? That Innova Lab had a in-house innovation session thing at Microsoft. So conferences or events like that, sessions online or live sessions, whichever one, can also help you. You can learn from all of these things. Then you also need to practice on your own. And how can you practice on your own? By doing tear down. So Blessing mentioned that I've done some tear downs and all of that, which is very, very true, right? You need to learn how to practice, or you need to practice on your own by doing tear downs, by looking out for case studies, writing PRDs on these case studies, as well as product challenges, right? Not challenge like a problem, but um, product challenge like a how do I explain this now? Okay, so Enova Lab had one in 2022, I think so, right? So participating in challenges like that, right, is going to help you to also learn and stay busy. Basically, that's practicing. And also you need to stay updated, right, with industry trends and emerging technologies, right? um Slide 2, you need to seek feedback and mentorship. So this one, you want to be careful, right? You don't want to disturb. You don't want to disturb, because it is not everybody um, that is open to mentoring people, or that even does it for free, right? So in the process of trying to seek feedback and mentorship, you don't want to bug people out, or you don't want to disturb them. Now, actively seek feedback from colleagues and mentors on your performance and areas for improvement. So you cannot you can't do it alone, right? As I'm speaking to you, I also have a mentor that I reach out to him and gives me feedback. He gives me tasks, and I revert back to him. Right now, a mentor would provide you valuable guidance and support as you navigate your career growth. Offer insights based on their own experience, right? And that brings me back to, you can't do it alone, right? Your mentor definitely has more experience than you do. So you need to, follow up on these people, or even have one, right? You need to have a mentor, as someone that has just finished training and is trying to navigate to, what do I do next? It is very important that you have a mentor. Now you want to, or next, you want to build a strong network, right? You can as well brand yourself. So me now, right? um just like Blessing has said. Now, Blessing did not just know all of the things that she mentioned, right? It is because I have branded myself. That's why she can say, "Oh, Rose is not, she's this, she's that, she's all of that." So you need to be known for what you do. Again, you cannot isolate yourself and expect growth. That is not going to work. You can't isolate yourself and expect that you just grow from you facing your laptop every day. You need to have people around you. You need to have designers as your friend. You need to have developers. Your contact list should not be how it was before you transitioned. They should be changed there. That's like the first thing. That's like the first thing. They should be changed. You need to roll with people more than you used to. Right now, building a strong network opens up new opportunities and collaborations, mentorship, and career advancement. So there was a time last year, I got a DM from a designer that we worked together early 2022, like I think around or mid 2022 rather, I think around August. I got a message from him, and it's like he applied for a role, right? And on this particular role, they need a product manager. And I was the first person that just came to his mind that, oh, I remember Rosemary. We worked together way back 2022. And he hit me up, we spoke and everything, and the rest is history today. Right. So imagine if I don't even have such person's contact, or me and this person we just worked together and that was the end. We did not talk, or we did not, connect or whatsoever. Such opportunity or collaboration would not have come my way. Now, the next step you want to take is seek tasks and opportunities, right? You need to be proactive in seeking tasks and opportunities. Take on additional responsibilities, right? Either within or without your organization. Now, by doing this, you want to volunteer, right? Me, I have done quite a number of um, voluntary, I can do this, just put me on it. I can do this, just put me on it. Now, why am I um, putting myself in that position? One, I know I have value to offer, or I have value to contribute to the tax or whatsoever we are building. And secondly, because I am willing to learn from that particular process, or I'm willing to um, keep my hands busy, right? You want to volunteer for cross-functional projects or open source internships, right? Like the one Enova Lab does. So after your training, automatically, this one you don't even need to apply for it, right? You have it, or you get it automatically, right? You want to take on roles, that allows you broaden your skill set. So I have done. Okay, I remember jumping on this particular um will I say role or position. So I saw it on a friend's status and I read it. I'm like, I just texted him immediately that put me on this thing, right? I didn't even, I've never worked or I've never had any project to do in that particular sector before. But this is the first time, right? And I definitely know that I would not flop, right? I'm like, put me on it. Let me learn from this too. This is an industry that I have not done any not even a tear down on this particular industry. But I'm like, I'm open for it. Put me on. And it did. And today we are still at it and we are making very, very good progress. Right. Um, Hope I'm not too fast.
No, good pace, good pace.
Okay, okay. All right then. Then I think that was number 6, right? Now number 7, develop leadership skill. We cannot overemphasize on being a leader as a product manager. It's not possible. Right? It's very important and is even one of the required soft skill. Right? As you progress in your career, focus on developing leadership skill. Very, very important. And this is back to what I said earlier, that your school that you trained or the program that you took, whichever one, they can. It's not even possible, right? I've not. I don't know of any. Right? Let me just put it that way. I don't know of any school that is going to, you know, keep patting your back for a year, maybe, or let me not exaggerate, right? Let me say for 6 months after training. No, I don't know of anyone, right? So you need to own it. You need to start developing that leadership skill, right? And it also involves communication. Very, very, very important. Now, before, if someone had told me that I'm going to be talking to you guys like this, I'll say Lila is not possible. Never, because I hate to talk in public space, or I hate to just, I prefer just me and my phone, honestly. It was so bad then that I hated phone calls, right? You hear my voice or all those type of communication. I hated it so much. I prefer I text you and you reply. But over time, knowing how important and valuable all of these skills are, you just need to start building yourself on it. Now, my mentor, way back 2022, he realized that I had issues with communicating, and this is why mentors mentors are very, very important. So he realized that this person don't like talking or don't just enjoy communication as a whole. So he gave me a particular task. He said, call 60 people. Oh my God. I used 1 week to complain. I was complaining to my mom every day, like, oh God, this is not what I signed up for. They did not tell me I'm going to be calling. They did not this, they did not this. This was not in the brochure. This was not. I complained bitterly. Oh my God. Even my friends, like, I was just telling everybody, Rosemary, what's wrong with you? They told me to call 60 people. Where will I start from? How do I talk to them? What approach do I use? This and that. And he gave me, I think, maybe 1 week or 2 weeks time frame to talk to 60 people and get their feedback. So I can't even lie that, oh, I've called them, because what evidence do I, tender to him that, okay, this is what they said, right? As well as decision making, right? And conflict resolution. So there was um a project that I I product managed one time like that, late 2022, right? Myself and two other PMs, then we had designers and front end managers on this team, right? And the two designers, funny how they knew each other, but all of a sudden they just did not agree when when this project started. They just became like two opposite things, and everything was just contradicting each other. Then it got to a point they had to reach out to me. Now this is the first time that I had such experience working with teams and all of that. And when they brought the thing to me that, oh, Rosemary, this person said this, I think I want to drop off all of that. I was confused, like, what do I do now? Do I don't know, put two of you on a call and try to solve it, or do I tell one to leave and bring in a new person and all of that? But at the end of the day, right, with the help of, again, my mentor, we're able to just resolve everything and get everybody back to their positions, and we got our project done peacefully. And now, maybe not till present, but I know that after the whole project thing, after we're done, they became good friends, right? So all of this too is under being a leader and practicing, that leadership amongst your team. Someone's hand is up, or is that a mistake? Okay, I think that was a mistake. Anyways, um what was I? Okay, so strong leadership as skills are essentials, yeah, for advancing to higher level roles in product management. Again, we cannot overemphasize on how important leadership skill is. And also, one time when I was, supervising the tech talents and all of that, one of the product managers, he reached out to me one time and he was like, he wants to just end what they were doing, right? That the team is not what the team, they are not cooperating, this and that. They will call for meeting, they will not be there, and all of that. At that time, I was like a supervisor, right? I was supervising what they were doing. So hearing this from him too, I told him, I said, come, you need to be a leader, right? Call your team members to order and get this thing done. Don't bring this complaint to me. Solve it among yourself. That is why you are the product manager, managing the products. And you are not just managing products, you are also managing the people that are building this product. So your leadership, communication, decision making, team management needs to be 100, right? Then next, stay flexible and ready to adapt to change. Now, be open to embrace new challenges, be willing to take risks, and continuously seek opportunities for growth and development. If I was told that I'm going to be doing product session today, again, I would say no, because it's not something that I even um thought about. Or if I was told that, oh, Rosemary, you are going to be instructing, I would have said, that's not me. Maybe it's some other Rosemary somewhere. But all of these things, right, they are tasks that they've helped me grow. I could have easily said no to this product session, or I would have said no when I was told to instruct, right? But these are challenges, right, that's helped me grow. So my mentor now is fond of doing this thing, and me, I don't see it as a shock anymore. So he can just call me and say, "Okay, Rose, I need you to do this, and do this," and I'm like trying to think fast rather. Like, should I say no? Should I say yes? Should I say no? I can just tell him I'm not available and or I'm going somewhere or something, which is fine. You say, okay, no problem, some other time. But at that moment, I'm also thinking that if I say no, this opportunity might not come my way again or would come some other time. But why don't I just take it now and see how well I can do on it? If I'm not able to, do it as my mentor expects, it's going to tell me, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, and I'll work on it. So the next time it's going to be a bummer, like easy peasy for me. So as a product manager that's just finished training or trying to grow, you need to be ready to adapt to change, right? A lot of new tasks that you never thought you are going to be doing would come your way and you need to take them, right? Don't feel like you cannot do it, right? Take them. If you make mistakes, that's why you need to have mentor. Reach out to your mentor to guide you and all of that. So I had an interview few weeks back and I reached out to my brother. I didn't even tell him I needed guidelines or whatsoever. I just told him, yo, listen, I have this and that. And he was like, call me before the interview. And I called him and he gave me about 11 key points that I would have not said at this particular interview. I had a different approach for that interview, like a different one. Now, I could have turned down the interview, honestly, because I felt like it was too much for me, but I still wanted to, okay, let me just try it. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, I'll learn from it. Right. But in the whole process, reached out to my brother and he just, gave me something new entirely that even worked better than what I would have gone there to do. Now, next is public building. Do not underestimate the power of social media at all. I have social media wins as well. That's in line with product management or in line with what I do, right? I have social media wins from my coming from Twitter, coming from LinkedIn, and even Instagram. Even if Instagram is not so much of the tech, but I have some wins from that aspect as well. So you need to leverage on good use of social media, right? I have made good friends from social media, from just a tweet. So there's this one of my friend. I'm going to be sharing something about him very soon. Right. I saw a tweet of him and I just texted him, and ever since we've been really, really good friends. We've been close friends. Right. And I think last week Saturday, I was talking to some product managers, although they are still in their training and all of that. And someone asked me that how important is social media, that is a shy person, is this, is that. I said, I don't care how shy you are, but it was not up to how me I was when I was training. I didn't even have a Twitter account. It was tech and product management that led me, like by fire by force. I had to open it and make good use of it. Right. You don't
Ha!
need
Mary was shy.
to
Oh,
you don't you don't need to be on the gbasgbos side of Twitter, right? That's why I said good use of social media. Now, the extra tips that I have. Time is going, but I'll rush through. The first is CVs and resume. So this is not a discussion about the do's and don'ts of your CV. I'm not here to talk about that, but I have been opportuned to review quite a number of CVs, and there's one thing I always tell everybody that comes to me as a product manager, right? Your CV needs to be focused on what you have done compared to what you can do. So let me repeat that again. As a product manager, your CV should be more focused on I have done this, and this, compared to I can do this, and this. So imagine I am a recruiter now, or I have a, let me say I am a senior PM, right? And I need a associate product manager that can work alongside with me. I need to be sure that if I tell you to do user research, you will do it very well, that I don't even need to be guiding you on it. All I just need you to do is submit to me and I say, okay, yes, it's good, or change this or change that. So how would I be sure that yes, this person would actually do the best? I need to see what you have done. I don't need you to tell me I can do it. Anybody can say I can do it, but are they doing it right, or would they do it right? That's where the question is. Now that's that for CV and resume. Next, we have code emailing. So I just put by Akintomiwa. By the way, this is one of my very good friend that I got to know from Twitter. I did not know him from anywhere. I just saw his tweet, I followed him, and we started talking. Now, under code emailing, right, I'm going to be sharing. So this is Akintomiwa's YouTube page. He has put together a very good step at which you can get companies. If you see, I also have it here. I have my Crunchbase open and I have my Apollo open. So I would not have brought this here if it is not going to work. I know that it works. That is why I'm also sharing it with everyone on this call. So I'll just say that you should check his page or check his profile on YouTube, Akintomoa Ajayi, and watch this video till the end. Also, he has put together a template that can guide you through writing code emails, and it works. This is something that I have used myself. You also see it, and it works 100%. So I'll share this template with Blessing, whoever that, or she can just put it on the community, whichever way, right? Then this is just the code email thing. And the next is LinkedIn search by Adeife. So I'm not sure of her Instagram page, but her name is Adeife. I would show you this LinkedIn search very, very soon. I would need to disconnect from this device and use my phone. But next is okay. I think I should just show you the LinkedIn thing now. So Blessing, just give me like 30 seconds. Let me change device fast, fast. One moment, please.
Okay. You
I,
want to change device to
my
your
phone.
phone.
Yeah, exactly.
All
I
right.
prefer my LinkedIn on my phone compared to.
Okay. Okay.
So let me just disconnect it. Oh, sorry. I was talking since I didn't know that my mic was still on mute. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, yes, we can.
Oh, good. So let me just go straight to my LinkedIn. Yeah. Okay, good. So this is my LinkedIn and this is how it works. So it's called the Boolean search and it also works. Now, all you need to do is just type the way I'm typing. Um product manager, manager, close that and open a new one, remote, close that and open a new one, hiring, close that, then search. Good. So because it is weekend, right, we might not get the best results because it is weekend. Or if you do this Monday or working days, right, you get the best of the best results. So once you've done that, you want to click on post, then you want to sort by date. You want to sort by 24 hours. So what this does is that it gives you the advantage of first come, first serve. First come, first serve, yeah. So these are posts that people made on their timeline or on their feed, whichever way. Now it's not posted under the job section, right? See that I went to search for it. Now you see the jobs or you see openings that were posted by people in less than 24 hours. Right now, if you see, this is 20 21 hours ago, this is 11 hours, this was one day, 11 hours, and all of that. Again, it is weekend, so we might not get the best of the best results. Do this during weekdays and working hour, you get the best results. Now, seeing this, for example, right, you can look through, see what you want there, and then you can reach out whichever way, either by emailing or by sending a DM. But the essence of this is just that you get to see it like one of the first people that is going to see the job, and gives you the advantage of first come first serve. And this works for any role at all, be it digital marketing, design, whichever one. Just put in what you are searching for, and remote and hiring, right? Then you will have access to, okay, this was 3 hours ago, and 1 hour ago, and the likes of, and okay, 5 hours ago, and so on and so forth, right? This is the LinkedIn search. It's called Boolean search, by the way. Boolean search. Now, let me join back with my laptop. I have some things to show you. Okay, so are we still together?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let me just share my screen back. Now, where is it? Okay, good. Now, these are screenshots that I have put together. So I don't just want to come and tell you guys a lot of things. These are stuffs that are working. They've worked for me. That is why I'm able to put them together and show them to you. So now, this particular application here, I I got this one through the one moment. I got this one through the Boolean search method that I just showed you on LinkedIn. Now, if you see, I sent this email 22nd of January by 5:07 p.m. By the way, I saw this particular role 3 hours after it was posted. 3 hours after it was posted, because it had 3 hours ago on the post. Now, I did not just send my email to them. I now applied the cold email method that was put together by Akin Tomiwa. And this was just all I wrote and all of that. And this was the reply in less than 24 hours. This is the second day, 23rd of January, 11:26 a.m. They already read my email and all of that, and they wanted to set a call with me. Now, this is for the code email and Boolean search method. It gives you first come first serve advantage. Now, this is another screenshot, another company entirely, but this is more about the building a brand for yourself, networking, and making good use of social media. Now, this is a screenshot from my LinkedIn where a recruiter reached out to me. So I don't know this company from anywhere, but then they reached out to me, and this was the message from the recruiter. And I replied like a minute later, right? Sending him the details and everything that I requested for. Sorry about that. And yeah, as at the same day, right? The same Tuesday, 12:34 p.m., I got a reply or a response from the company. So it's not even the recruiter's company that needed me. As you can see, it's something about top clients. Exactly. Now I got an email from the recruiter saying that, you know, considered and all of that and all of that and all of that. This is just evidence to show that all of these steps and tips that I have listed out, they all work. So if you can put them into action. So it's not just about listening and knowing this information. You need to be able to use them very well. If you can use them the right way, it's definitely going to work for you as well. Thank you very much. And Superstar PM is rooting for you. Over to you, Bess.
Okay. Thank you so much, Superstar PM. Thank you so much for this one. I think I've learned like four things today, and I'm definitely going to be sharing the things that I have learned on my social media. And you should also do that as well. Go ahead to your social media and share the things that you have learned in this session, you guys. Rosemary has, I mean, this um, position, what's it called again? Boolean, what?
Boolean search. Boolean
Yeah,
search.
Boolean search. I mean, it is interesting, right? So I think that you guys should go ahead to go and share all of the things that you have learned in today's session. So we'll be taking questions now. Thank you very much, Rosemary, for this amazing session. By the way, it was an insightful one, right? And I believe that we have questions, right? I have a big personal question for you. I
Okay.
would like other people to go first so that we can hear from them as well. So if you have questions for Rosemary, please do well to raise your hands. Let's have your question, right? If you have questions, going, gone, right? Let's have those questions. If you have questions for Rosemary, please do well to raise your hands now so that Rosemary can take your questions. Right. Okay, we have Egbewole Oluwatobi. Hi, Oluwatobi. Please do well to unmute and ask your question.
Yes, good evening. Thank you so much, Rosemary. Thank you, Blessing, for the opportunity. So my question is, I don't know if you could share about how you met your mentor and you got to that point. What are the strategies you use, and maybe I believe you might just have something to learn so that you can begin to get mentored as well. Thank you.
Okay, so if I got that question right, Blessing, how did I get my mentor, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay, so how did I get my mentor? Um, I did not apply or I did not reach out to him that please mentor me. Funny how it was just the consistency and the effort that I put into my training that he saw and was like, I'm not going to allow you go. And that is how we just became one plus one, two. Honestly, I did not text him that, oh, please mentor me or something like that at all. Just the work and, how, let me use the word passionate, right? How passionate I was about product management. Always, I wanted to learn. Honestly, during my training, I was really putting in my 100. And that was what he saw and was like, okay, this girl can actually, you know, make use of one or two guidelines and just be a better person. And that was how we landed ourselves where we are today. But that's might not be the case for everyone, right? But the question now is, how can you get a mentor? Again, when Blessing was talking about bio and everything, one thing that I like personally is assisting aspiring PMs. Now, I'm not saying I would be a mentor or I can mentor you or something, but I just enjoy it. Maybe because someone did the same thing someone did the same thing for me and it has helped me grow. So I also like to give that back to anybody that I can give to. And yeah, I've done quite a number. So that's just it.
All right. Thank you very much for that one.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oluwatobi. Yeah, yeah. All right. I think I saw Adubi's hand up. Adubi, do you want to ask a question, or was that a mistake? All right. We have Jamil Abdulaziz. All right. We have Adubi. Adubi raised his hand again. So let's take Adubi. Adubi, please do well to unmute. Let's have you. All right. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
thank you. Oh,
Okay.
okay, sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Thank you, Rosemary, for the amazing session. Um, my question still revolves around how it can be really, really difficult sometimes defending the little project on your CV that you've decided to, like, okay, put out as a PM job that you did, or a PM project that you did. Defending it during an interview, how do you better pass that phase? Because trust me, it can be really hard.
Okay, so you've partially answered your own question. You said that it can be really hard, and I would not sugarcoat it to anyone. Yes, it can be really hard, but at the end of the day, right, there would be one that would work for you. So the Boolean search thing that I shared, right? At first it was not working for me because I was only getting, and this is to everyone too, this is just a disclaimer. You would most likely see international roles that are hiring for country specific, right? They can say US only, this one only, that one only. And I did give up. Like I stopped doing it because it was discouraging. Like, which type of Nigeria? Why can't they just take Nigeria? Is it because I'm from Nigeria and all of that? So I paused on that. Then I just like, okay, let me just give this another trial. And I did. And the screenshot that I did share about the Boolean search and all of that, it was for a Netherlands company, right? So back to your question, Idris, it is hard, and yes, I agree to that, but there would be one that would just work for you. So far, you know what you are doing basically, and it's not someone else that did the work for you that is on your CV. If you are the one that did it and you are just going to talk to somebody one day or talk to either a recruiter or whichever way, and it's just going to, yeah, this is the person we are looking for. I mean, I don't have a better way to answer that question, honestly, because I also went through a lot of no, 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 but the yes finally came and we're happy. I hope that answers your question in a way.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. We have to keep going.
Exactly. Don't give up.
That's some motivational speaker things there. Just well, yeah, I mean, you just have to keep going. There will be so many no's in every journey, but keep hearing the no's till you get,
Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
We have Anna Joyce. Hi, Anna Joyce. Please do well to unmute. Let's have your question.
All right, thank you, Rosemary, for that wonderful section. My question is, in everything you do in life, there are certain challenges, difficulty one faces in life. So, as a
Mhm.
project manager, can you please share your experience, that difficult moments that you've passed through, and how you were able to overcome? So, like, what are the possible challenges we can face as a project manager?
Okay, so the first one and the most annoying one is getting the nose, because they would, well, some people get it, some people get the yes at like 1 to 5 trial, right? And it doesn't work that way for everyone. It didn't work like that for me, right? I did get a lot of no, so that's like one of the most challenging one. And how did I overcome that? I just knew that I was not going to stop, and I kept working. Now working in the sense of how would I put it now? I kept learning and I kept practicing. That's one thing that I have not stopped. So since I finished my training in July, I don't think there's a I don't think there was a 1 month that I was just very free of no side project, no volunteer project, nothing like that. I don't think I had 1 month free. I am always doing something, right? Either for a friend, either for somebody. Okay. There was a time a colleague of mine that we trained together, right? He called me. I was like, "Oh, Rosemary, I have this idea. This." I'm like, "Let's just do something together." Now we only stopped at PRD phase, but that was something, right? We did use research, we did competitive analysis, did a lot of things with the hope that, oh yeah, we're going to build, we're going to this, we're going to that, but the whole thing just died down, right? But at least I did something during that phase. So it just goes back to learning on your own, right? Practicing and staying updated, basically, right? Those three. And it was frustrating because I mean I was buying data and I was not nothing was coming in back for me, but I just knew that. I don't want to sound like motivational speaker or something, but that's just it, honestly. I just didn't stop. All of those things put together as served as experience, or is serving as experience for me, and which has helped my growth as well.
All right. Thank you very much for that one, Rosemary. We would okay, we don't have hands up. I think I was saying Abdulaziz says okay, Abdulaziz, please go ahead. Make it as short as possible because I think I need to jump in another meeting in about 5. So yeah, Abdulaziz, take it away. Abdulaziz, please, you're still muted. Kindly unmute. Okay, I'm not sure Abdulaziz is here. So, Abdulaziz, you can just drop your question in. You can just drop your question. Okay, thank you for that one, Rosemary. That's the link to the YouTube channel or to the um
That's to the template and to the
template.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, the YouTube channel. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining today's session. I would have loved us to take more questions, but unfortunately, we would not be able to take questions. Right. I am going to drop a link in the chat box now. So if you're not on the community, please make sure that you join the community, the Innova Lab community. It's a place where, you know, we get to have conversations, discuss about, different things product management related. There are different types of people with different level of experiences on that community, ranging from very senior product managers to mid senior, mid guys, mid level product managers, entry level product managers, aspiring product managers. Name it, you will find them on the community. It's a place where you shouldn't always keep your mouth shut. It's a place where you should, where we learn almost every day.